Here's what I'm asking you to do. Walk away from the 97%. Don't use their vocabulary. Don't use their excuses. Don't use their method of drift and neglect. Won't even walk around the block for their health. Won't even eat an apple a day. Won't even take the time to refine their philosophy for a better life. Walk away and join the 3%.
Welcome back, guys. Video 5, we're going to go into actually designing our actual Shopify store. This is what your customers will see on their mobile device or their desktop. This video is going to be a little longer than the others because we're going to go from beginning to end setting up your store. Okay, so we're going to go down to online store. You're going to go to customize. Once you hit customize, right now we're using a particular theme. You can go back right here to themes and you can pick any of the free themes, or you can go and you can pay for a theme. I like to use the free themes, like I said, because this is a free store. You can go from $0 to making profit. So again, use what's available to you. Use the free themes until later on you want to buy one, or maybe it's working for you. Keep the free themes, no worries, right? So go ahead. I like to use Brooklyn. You can go playful, or you can go classic. Let's go classic for right now, but you can always change them. These are free themes, so you're not paying anything right now. They have themes from $50 upward to $200-300, depending on how customized you want it. You can always get someone to build you a theme. Like I said, this training is free. Go with the free theme. Don't make this complicated. Hit customize. Right now, you're going to customize your page. This is what we're going to do. This is what it looks like right here. Our product is already there. It's under our featured collection. These things right here are blank until you go in and you change them. Okay? So your header. You have a logo. You can add your logo if you have one. Just hit upload right here. You can upload a logo if you have it. You can center it. You can keep it to the left, whatever you choose. If you have a custom logo, you'll change the size based on how big or small you want it. And right now, we're going to keep the main menu right here. Okay, the main menu is what you see right here. So we're going to keep the menu at the top because you want people to be able to go ahead and go into your shop, your catalog, or your store right away. You don't want to have that all the way at the bottom, and then they can't find it, and they don't want to shop, but they can't find out how to shop. Okay? So right here, you can say, shop now, and let's see, and save 10% off today. Okay? And we can have them link to your products. Let's say we just want to take it to all products, and we want to hit save. Then we want to go to your image. This is going to be the image here. And say you had a custom image you want to put right there, you could. And you wanted the words to be at the top, the middle, or the bottom. That's when you add your image. Let me see if I have an image for you. Let's use this. Okay. Okay, so that's what the image I uploaded. And if I wanted to put it in the middle, right there, that's where it'll stay. Okay, so these are the words that are over it. We'll say welcome to Tshirt, right? And then right here, you can change this. Let's make it all up. And then you can change it to small, medium, large, however you want, however big or small you want it, you just change it here. I like to keep it medium. I don't want to take up the whole page, but you may want it bigger. I don't know, it's totally up to you. And you can add a button, shop now. And that button can go straight to a particular product or just all products. I'm going to send it to all products. So right now it says T-shirts made easy. Thank you for your support. Shop now. Shop now button is going to take them straight out to your products, all right? Always remember to hit save. It's going to be saving right now. Okay, so now we can go back out, and your featured collection is going to be this particular item. If you have more featured collections, they will run across here, and you can change how many you want to show up. So if I just wanted one row, and I only wanted one product, it would just be one right now. I only have one, so it doesn't matter. I only have one. And you can do product vendor, which is myself. It's the T-shirt Connect. You can keep that, and then you can show view all button so they can see more. So if you had more products in your store, go ahead and keep the view all button so that way they can go see. If you're selling like one shirt and you just want to promote that one shirt, you want to sell that shirt, this is fine. Just keep it as one. Don't worry about anything else. But if you have multiple shirts, then decide on how many you want on the page, how many rows, how many products, and you can change it right here. Okay. Now the image with text is the one at the bottom. Again, I'm going to use this image. You can use any images you want. Okay. So that's going to come up right there. And then your heading can be sample. This is where you want to highlight an image or a picture or whatever you want to do. Right. So if you want to add a button, again, you can put shop now if you want, or it could be whatever you decide. Send them right out to your products. Always give them that option, because as you're scrolling through, you want them to always be able to shop. Always add these buttons, because you see we have it multiple times. Shop, view all, shop. When they're scrolling, you don't want them to have to go back or figure out how to get to your products. Make sure they have an option to get straight to your products right away. Okay? So keep adding those buttons as many times as you possibly can. Okay, at the bottom I have a slideshow. I'm going to show you how to delete a section if you don't want it. Okay, the slideshow, say I don't want this. I don't want this on my page and I don't have anything to put in here. You can delete it and hit save. Now that bottom part's not there. So you don't have to worry about it. If you want to add a selection, say you want to add another image with text or a logo or things like that, you go right here. If you want to add a store map or you have testimonies, you can add those pieces using the add section. Okay, so your footer is the bottom. So let's say we want them to opt into your mailing list. You go ahead and add the show newsletter sign up, show your payment icons. I always add that because people need to know how they can pay. So always make sure you add that. When you keep it off, people don't really know. They maybe think, oh, maybe it's only PayPal. I don't have PayPal. So that may be like, oh, well, I can't shop here. You know, always add your payment icons and let people know what you're accepting, okay? Any additional menus, maybe you created a menu and you want to use something different, you can go ahead and add it here. But again, for simple purposes, keep it simple, hit save. Now you have it saved. Make sure you always hit save. I made that mistake a few times. I'll go with design, forget to hit save, and I gotta start over. So now you have your page set up, okay? This is what your temporary page looks like. You've gone through, it took me less than 8 minutes. I'm already done 7 minutes in, and I've already created that. So now you can go and view your store, okay? So this is what the store looks like from the customer's point of view, okay? So if I hit shop now, it's going to take me right into the products. If I go back and I go down and I hit view all, it's going to take me right into the products. If I go back and I hit shop now, it's going to take me back into the products. Again, make sure you have those buttons readily available for them to shop. That's the whole purpose of your store. Your banners, everything right here, we're going to go and we're going to change this menu at the top. So that way they can have different options for you. Okay. So now we know what our store looks like. We've already created it. We've got everything going. We use the Brooklyn theme. We're still free. We still haven't paid any money. Okay. Go into your pages. And let's go and add some pages. So let's do an about us. Because people always want to know about your brand. We did an about us. Let's create a contact us page. So hit add page again. You're going to put contact us. And then right here at the bottom, to make it easier, drop this down and hit page contact and hit save. Now you created those 2 pages. You want to go to navigation. Navigation is going to take you out to how you can have your menu set up for how you want your customers to view it on the top of your page. Let's take a second. All right, so we have main menu and we have footer. Let's go to main menu, and right here we have catalog. I like to change it. I like to put shop with the plus sign. Something about the line with the plus sign just makes people want to click it. And we're going to go add those other pages. The about us page. You want to click it, drop it down, go to pages, and then hit about us. And then let's add the contact us. And then you hit it, go to pages, contact us, add. You You can move them up and down based on how in order. So I have home. I like to do about us, shop, and then contact us. That's just the order I like. You can do whatever you choose. So we have home, about us, shop, and contact. Again, don't forget to press the save button so you don't lose everything you did. So now we're going to go back to our store. We'll refresh it. And now you have the pages that you added. So now let's go to shop. And now you have your products all right here. You go to home. You have all your stuff here. You go to contact us. It's a generated contact form for people to contact your store. It's going to go to the email that you have set up. So that way, if someone wants to ask questions about your store or your products or anything like that, they can go straight here, ask you, and it'll go straight to your email so you can reply. So again, contact us, shop, about us, home. Everything is right there for you. So we're going to go to the next video to go ahead and set up your payments and all your back office stuff in your Shopify store. Welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up the rest of your Shopify store as far as collecting payments, shipping, responders, things like that. So what you want to do now, you can go back to your home. And right here, you have your domain, okay? You have a domain, but nobody really wants to have a domain that looks like this. Not many people are going to remember it, didn't have Shopify in front of it. So you do want to go over maybe to GoDaddy, HostGator, things like that, and purchase a domain. You can buy a domain for 99 cents if you have a new account. I'll put those links in the bottom of this video so you can click on it, go ahead and set up your domain. There'll be an additional video to show you how to set up that domain. Okay, so that's right here. This is your temporary that you can use, but say you had tshirtsonme.com, right? And you wanted that to be what people go to, you would go ahead and buy the domain and it will replace this domain. Again, it's about 99 cents. The most I've ever paid for a domain was probably $10. And to me, it's worth it. If I sell a t-shirt, I paid for my domain. So not a big problem, okay? Right here, you can see a lot of your dashboard for your store. As you start to do more business, you'll be able to see tips about your store, what's selling, what's hot, what people are adding, things like that. So you can see your shipping and things like that here. So right now, we're going to go to our settings. And we're going to go general. So in your store details, this is your store name. Again, it's not that important because it's only for you to see, and your clients are going to see this on their receipt. So if you want to change that, you can change it a little below, and I'll show you how to do it in a few seconds. So this is your account email. This is what you're going to use to log in, and this is what they're going to use to contact you. Shopify is going to contact you through this email. This is the email that customers are going to see. So if you want this to be different from this one, go ahead and change it here. But I normally keep them the same. I may have one that says info, maybe info, t-shirt connect info, so that can be like a customer service. But right now, you can keep them the same because they're pretty generic. You can enter your store address right here. So if it's going to be, let's see, we can just copy that, and I'll keep that here. Whatever the name of your store is, that's going to be right there. This address, this goes to my Fit Club, so if you want to come, there's an address, stop by. So right here, this is your address of the business. It could be a P.O. box, it could be your home, whatever you choose to be, okay? You're going to change your time zone, keep it in pounds if that's where you are, things like that. And then you can always want to hit save. Don't forget to save. As you save it, you go back to your settings. Right here's your payments, okay? This is where the payments where you're going to receive on your store. The payments that you will be receiving. Okay, so you go right here. You're going to be, if you're not, like if you don't have a business partner or anything like that, or if it's not an LLC, or depending on how your business is set up, I don't know. I don't know how your business is set up. So right here, you're going to go, and it's going to be individual. You can put your EIN number if you have one. If not, you can leave it blank. It's optional. Your address again. Place. I don't know why my brother's name's in here. That's weird, but whatever. Okay. Then you're going to put your social. The last four of your social. This is to verify your identity, like it says right here. This is to verify it. Your average order price, depending on how much your shirts are, maybe you got some crazy expensive stuff in there. Cool, no problem. But let's go with 10 to 1,000. And your shipping time, I always go 18 to 14 because Shopify and Printful are two different things. So people are going to order in Printful, and then you're going to go ahead and push the order, and then it's going to be shipped. So I always give 8 to 14 days just to be safe. If they receive it under 8 days, that's always better. But I always go 8 to 14 just to be sure. Description of products and service, you can do online, t-shirts, and other goods. That's whatever your brand is, you're going to put it here and let them know what you're selling. Okay? So this is what the customer is going to see on their receipt. So right here, I have make sure the store name is correct and what you want your customers to see, and then the contact number for your business. People see that on their billing statement. They feel more secure. They feel like it's not fraud. You don't want any fraud or anything like chargebacks, okay? Right here, you're going to put your bank information in. This is where you're going to receive the money that people send when they buy your shirt. So this is where the money's going to go into your bank account. So you have to have a bank account. If you want to create a separate one for your business, that's totally fine. That's what I did. You know, just create something totally separate for my personal. This is my business. You're going to put your routing number and your account number in there, and you're going to hit save. Again, this is the money that you're going to be receiving from customers buying. Okay? You hit save, and you have that saved. All right? So your shipping, you want to keep it here. You're going to go shipping. This is the address shipping from, but it's going to be different because Printful is going to have a different address in there. All right? So you can keep it, the shipping zones as domestic, and then you have the rest of the world. If you want to ship to other countries, that's fine. If you don't, just go ahead and edit and delete it. As you can see right here, you can go to edit in your shipping zones, and you can add other countries if you want to. If you want to do any kind of like special, like free shipping or something like that, just go here and change it. You know, right here, if you go to edit, you have these options. Now, I personally take out Priority Mail Express and first class. I keep this in case something new comes up. And I take those out only because, like I said, Printful is shipping. So you don't ever want to deal with Printful maybe taking a few extra days and your clients looking at you because they pay for first class shipping. So take those out just to be safe. You know, like you can keep them there, but you may run into a problem where they pay for first class and then the Printful company takes a little longer, and now they're looking at you. Your client's looking at you like, hey, I paid for my first class. You don't want to look bad in front of your clients or your customers, okay? So I take those out. And then you can hit done. Again, you can leave all these set the same because Printful's going to take care of it for you. And just hit save. Okay? So now we've set up the shipping. Go back to settings. Taxes. You can leave the taxes the way they are because Printful is going to charge the taxes for you. They're going to include that in your shipping rate. They're going to do all the tax settings for you. Don't worry about that. Don't change it unless you're doing something different. I'm not a tax consultant. I can't tell you anything about taxes. If you need those questions answered, ask someone who's more qualified. I would definitely go with a professional when it comes to taxes. Go into our settings again. Notifications. In your notifications, this is the order that your client is going to get emailed. As their product is ordered, they're going to get an order confirmation email. If they cancel it, they're going to get a cancellation email. A refund, they'll get that. Or order invoice, if they want to see what it looks like, they can, go through the process and they can generate an invoice. If they abandon their cart, they're going to get an email that says, hey, you left your cart abandoned, and we can go see what that looks like. You can look at a preview. Just hit preview. The shipping cart is waiting for you. And a lot of times this helps. When people, they put their stuff in a cart and they may not have the money or they got busy and something came up, they'll get an email. And this email converts so many customers over for you just by this email going out automatically. So that's a blessing and it helps so much. Again, these are automatically generated emails. You don't have to worry about it. Shipping, once the order's fulfilled, they'll get one confirmation, they'll get one update, they'll get one. Everything's already automated for you. You don't have to change these. You can go in there and make them more personal, but you don't have to. It's already done for you, okay? All these templates are made for you. Don't touch them if you don't need to. If you want to be more personal, go ahead. I leave them as is. That's just me. All your files, these are files that you uploaded to your page. Your sales channels, that's like your store. Right now you only have one, so don't worry about it. Just keep it on the one. And then your account is right here. This is all your account information, like your personal information. Okay? Again, I don't know what my brother's name is in there, but whatever. Okay? So this stuff is here. And that's all the settings in your Shopify store. Okay, so now we have that set up. We've gone through your settings. Now you understand how that works. You have 14 days to utilize this Shopify store as is. Okay, you have 14 days from now until then. You can use the store. You can collect sales. You can go through everything as normal without paying $1. You haven't paid not one penny, only for the training. Everything else has been free. Okay, what you do have to do is go into your select plan right here at the bottom. You have to go here and you have to pick a plan. It's the $29.99. The $29 plan is what I chose. It's what I like to use. As your business grows or you add more to your store, or maybe you open more, or you're doing way more business, you can decide on the other plans if you like. You can read them for yourself and you can watch the video of them. Right now, just choose the $29 plan. It's for one store. The credit card rates are pretty decent. It's pretty easy. You can add 2 staff accounts, and it's pretty decent as far as getting started. When you choose this plan, you go in and you add your card information, okay? The only reason you have to add your card information is that way once the 14 days are up, it'll charge your card for the $29. You can always cancel. Say the 13th day comes and you want to cancel it, and you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing. If you haven't made any sales or you're not interested in paying the $29, that's fine. You don't have to. Just go ahead and cancel it out, and you won't have to worry about anything. If you want to keep it and you're making money and you've already started collecting and people are loving your store, go ahead and pay the $29 a month. You can save if you pay more. You can do yearly, 2 years, 3 years, and you save way more money. But if you want to be on the safe side, test your store out, get your feet wet, go ahead and just choose the $29 plan. If you sell 2 shirts, you pay for your monthly membership. That's it. But you have 14 days to try this out. So don't sweat it. Don't worry. Just put put your card on file. They don't charge you for 14 days. So you have 14 days for free. That's 2 weeks for free. Again, you've paid nothing yet. So put your card in. Once you put your card in, your page will be able to take the password off. Once you take the password off, that means your store is live. Once you do that, you can start selling. Again, you can start selling. Right now, the password's on there because I haven't put a credit card in. So this is for, training purposes. So once you do that, you can remove password and your store will be live. Right now, our store looks like this, but if you go to shop and you go to your shirt and you want to add it, this is what it looks like, right? So if you choose black and I want to add it, right, and I go to add cart, it won't let me check out because it's locked. And you'll see that, your clients will see that until you add your cart on there. But this is what the cart looks like before you add your card. This is what your clients will see. This is what it looks like. They can add multiple shirts. They can update it, but they can't check out because you haven't added your card and you haven't removed the password. So you can play with it. You know what I'm saying? This takes less than 2 hours to set up, to have a full-blown store, to have all these products, to hats, to mugs, to t-shirts, to tights, to beach towels, to whatever. You can sit down, create this. Within 2 hours, you'll have a store. So you don't have to use days on days to get a store up and running, and then you're wasting your 14 days. So don't worry about that. Go ahead and do that. Again, select the plan right here, and then get that going, and add your card. Choose the $29 plan, and then remove your password. Alright guys, in this video, we're going to go over customers, analytics, and discounts. Okay, and your customers, anyone who comes to your page and they go to the bottom part and they put in their email right here at the join mailing list, you'll be able to see them in your customers. They'll have their first name, it'll have their email address, and that way you can contact your customers. Say you're having a sale or you want to talk to them, maybe there's a promotion coming up, you can always go to your emails that are going to be listed right here and send out emails to your customers from your business email. So you want to utilize your customer list because they're going to opt in right here using the subscribe button, okay? So your analytics is going to be right here. So this is going to tell you how your store's performing. You know, how many sales you had for the day, how many people visited your site, things like that. So all that, total orders, average order value, conversions. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about your store. Take this part very, very serious because it's just like any other store. If you had an actual physical store, you would want to know how many sales you were making, how many people were coming into your store, how much your products were converting, you know, what products were selling. Then you know what to keep, what to remove, you know, what to boost up, what to drop the price on. So that way you keep up with everything in your analytics is going to be right here. I look at this every single day so I can know what my store is doing, how it's performing, if I need to adjust anything. It's all going to be right here in your analytics, your dashboard. And then you can go to your reports too. In your reports, it'll be listed right here. And then you can go and ask, like, create reports too. If you want to see certain things like your finances, acquisitions, behaviors, you can go right here and set up any kind of report that you want. And that can be a custom report, or you can already see the ones that are kind of built in. Right now, it still says 0 because the store is new and we haven't done any kind of marketing or traffic to the store. So, of course, it's going to be 0. All right. Right here, you're going to be able to create discounts. So say you had a coupon and you want to give out to your friends or family, right? So you can create a coupon that says thank you, all right? So the code is thank you, and they can get 10% off, or you can do a fixed amount or free shipping. I usually do a percentage. That's just me. You can create it however you choose. So 10%, you want it off the entire order, select the collection, select the products. Maybe you only had one product that you were trying to sell, right? Say it wasn't doing so well and you want to get, you know, to see if people like it, you put a discount on it, and then you would just select that product. But right now I have it on an entire order, and then everyone, if you had a group, you can do select a group. I just keep everyone, and then limit it to one time per customer, because people will try to abuse it. And then you can let it run forever, or you can select an end date. You know, if you want an end date, say you're only doing it for a holiday, or you're doing a 24-hour sale or a 24-hour promo, just do it with the end date. If not, you want it to always be there. Maybe you meet somebody out and you're like, hey, I have an online store. I would really love for you to shop. I'm going to give you my thank you promo code. You can save 10% off. Give it to them, let them go onto your site. You just hit save discount. And that's going to be a discount that you can have for your whole entire store. You can go in here and create as many that you want. Just hit generate code. You can have a generated code, but that stuff's way too hard. So I would always go in there and actually make the code for myself. One, you can remember it if you make it yourself. So again, that's right there at discounts. You can just leave the page. Discounts. So right now we have our thank you, and that's 10% off for everybody, and there's no end date on it, and it's active. So if somebody went into our store and they put thank you into the promo codes, they'll take 10% off the entire order. But you got to remember that you have a profit and you have a purchase cost. So you never want to make your promo code higher to where you're losing a lot on your profit. So remember that shirt was $8 and we're selling it for 26 or 25, I think. So you want it, that profit is there, you know, that profit margin is there for $25. You have room for a discount code for 10%. You know, you can afford that. It'll probably get you way more sales. You may lose out on a couple of dollars, but that's still okay. It's a promotion for your clients and your customers. That's okay. That's fine. 10% is not going to hurt you. So that's another thing for your discounts going to be right here. Analytics right here. And your customers are going to be right here. So utilize all three of those options. That's going to help you with sales. That's going to help you with boosting your store, keeping up with your clients, communicating with them, you know. Thank you so much. You know, we really appreciate you. You know, if there's something going on in your city or in the news, you know, let them know that your brand is there and communicate with them. That's what they're giving you your email for, so they can stay in your newsletter. So utilize all three of those, from the customers to analytics to discounts, all right?